For those unaware, Paige has just started up her own Twitch channel. She has gained over 30,000 followers on Twitch in just a few short weeks since she first made her account. Surely you've heard of Twitch before, but just in case you haven't, it's basically just a live streaming platform. No matter if you want to stream video games, have a podcast, or just a live discussion. This is one of the most popular platforms for all that. Paige's account is already seeing a lot of success, and she's earned many subscribers as well. In her first few streams, Paige has played some scary games, she watched a few trailers of her movie based on her life, and even played back her WWE return in 2017. It was quite interesting to see Paige go back and review her own return. Paige even pointed out little things that we never knew, like the fact that she was missing a knee pad during her return. So Paige said that she had to wrap up one of her tops and use it as a knee pad. So if you look back at her return and notice that her knee looks bulky, that's why. Paige also had what felt like a podcast discussion with many of her friends from WWE. Peyton Royce, Natalya, Nia Jax, Renee Young, Billie Kay, Alexa Bliss, and obviously Paige were all present for this stream. Now on Twitch, if you're not familiar, if you don't catch this stream live, the broadcast gets saved as a VOD. So everyone who didn't catch it live can see it later on when they got the free time. However, when it comes to this VOD of the broadcast, Paige had it fully deleted, so there's no way of seeing the whole broadcast anymore or seeing anything from that stream, leading many to believe that something was probably said or done that they didn't want more people talking about and seeing. Luckily, thanks to WWE fans recording some clips, and when the VOD was briefly up, we do have all the info on what was said during the stream. So let's go over everything that was said throughout the stream and try to figure out why it disappeared. So we have the first story that comes from a few years ago at WrestleMania 35 with the Iconics winning the tag team titles. Take a look back at Peyton Royce's gear. Her gear was inspired by the great Eddie Guerrero and some gear that he wore once. Peyton wanted to be mentioned on commentary, however, Peyton never told any of the commentators anything about it in advance, so she had to get the message across somehow. So when Peyton was thrown outside the ring, she was crawling on her stomach over to the commentating table and was secretly trying to tell Paige something. During the stream, Paige explained that she thought the worst. She thought Peyton was hurt and was looking for help. Paige said it was hard to hear with Vince McMahon and the 90,000 fans screaming in the background. But Paige finally heard Peyton, and what she said was Eddie Guerrero, since she wanted them to mention her gear being inspired by them. So when Paige heard what Peyton was saying, she just said it out loud on commentary and said that Peyton's gear was inspired by Eddie Guerrero. So it's a pretty funny story between Peyton and Paige, but let's take a look at the other stories they discussed. Nia Jax talked about working hard to come back, only to be met with nothing but bad feedback from fans, and talked about how that really put her down. Renee Young also jumped in and said that's how she felt when she was on Raw commentary. Fans were definitely hard on Renee during that time, but Renee is now doing a phenomenal job on WWE Backstage. Natty also commented on her character gimmick of passing gas in front of other superstars. She explained that she was never comfortable with it, and it really made her upset. She didn't speak up or say anything against it because, at the time, she didn't know that she had a real voice to speak up and say something. Paige then complimented Natty for being a team player, a workhorse, and just willing to take anything they throw at her. Natty said she prided herself on doing anything they asked, but explained that the character and the storyline really hurt her. Natalya said that she's still asked about this all the time and refers to it as the darkest time in her career. She said that it only ended because WWE was receiving a lot of feedback from fans that felt uncomfortable with that element of her character. So if the fans were embarrassed, imagine how Natty felt herself. She said that once that part of her character was gone, WWE just fully removed her from TV, and she said it felt like they took her off TV for a long time so that they could forget about it. But obviously, no one ever forgot. And then the last story was actually a story we talked about in a previous video. In summary, Nia Jax went up to WWE management to stop them from putting Alexa Bliss in the ring with Ronda Rousey because Ronda kept accidentally injuring Alexa. Alexa also appeared and had her viral Cabo Day moment on the stream as well. So now this entire broadcast was wiped from Twitch as if they wanted to pretend it never happened. So yeah, it's just really weird why it was removed, and it has fans wondering what made Paige take it down. So for today's bonus story, we'll be making a massive update regarding WWE television tapings and the schedule. We all assume WWE will be taping multiple weeks of programming at a time, but that wasn't the case at all. Let's swap over and take a look at this huge update to this story that has some superstars a little upset. So this is a big deal. Doesn't look like WWE will be going forward with the pre-recorded method anymore because their contract with the network state that they must provide live television. So it can get tricky. So this is going to be an interesting story going forward. WWE can pre-record events on their network, but it looks like doing that for live television may be an issue from now on. But what are your thoughts on all the speculation going around about why Paige removed the VOD of the superstars talking? Do you think they took it too far with any of their behind-the-scenes stories? Leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.